Hello and welcome back to TianquiztliCreations. I am your host, Elle, and today we're going to be talking about the skin collector. Is this episode going to be as graphic as it sounds? Yes. I am quite an admirer of different types of art, different forms of art, and I actually started getting into tattoos my junior year of high school. My first tattoo was a butterfly that my older sister, and I share. We pretty much got the same tattoo on our backs. And the second one was of a blue dove that was later covered up with a black and white vulture because life, I guess. But I've always had quite a fascination with different types of tattoo art, anything traditional to even the more, I would say, maybe the original form of how tattoos were created and actually in some countries as a form of like passage in different cultures you can still get tattoos where it's just like the needle, the ink, and they use a special tool to basically tap in each and every line of your tattoo. It's really interesting, to see how the entire industry has evolved and continues to evolve. I've actually been pretty fortunate myself with Colors, who has been tattooing for quite some time now, to get to know a lot of different artists from all over the US and some even out of the country who have, been tattooing for years and have made some amazing changes to the industry, whether it's like tattoo aftercare or new techniques. They always have something to share. And as you all know, on our newsletter, I've also been able to interview a few of them, gotten to know their backgrounds, gotten to know their motivation, their inspirations. It's been really amazing. If you're ever interested in learning about some of these artists, make sure to visit our website, which is at www.thankitsycreations.com/newsletter. We have probably, I would say, a little over 12 features at this point with different artists and small businesses. So definitely check those out. But back to the skin collector. So, Dr. Fukushi Masaichi was born in 1878 and was famous for his interesting and macabre collection of human skin, specifically tattooed human skin. Dr. Masaichi was a Japanese physician who studied moles and movement of pigmentation in human skin, which was what led him to become interested in tattoos, more specifically Japanese bodysuits. So, if you're not familiar, Japanese bodysuits are pretty traditional. Basically, you will see entire arms, backs, front and back, covered in like samurai. Sometimes it could be dragons, just really traditional Japanese art. They're really awesome, actually. So, this unique interest led him to collect tattooed human skin. After their death, of course, these individuals were not like hurt and, skinned. They actually did give permission for the doctor to collect their skin after their passing. So, Dr. Masaichi worked for quite some time in Mitsui Hospital in Japan, which helped the lower class citizens get the care they needed. The doctor had a big interest in tattooed skin so much that he even paid for some of these individuals to either get full bodysuits or to finish existing work with the condition he could harvest their skin when they died. Now, this actually allowed him to have friendships with his patients, tattooed patients, and he also helped form the Tattoo League of Japan. The league would meet in bathhouses to show off their body art to each other and the doctor. And we're going to get into a little bit of history here, right? Or maybe not history, just like if you're into tattoos, you probably heard of the name Ed Hardy. So he was a very known, art. He basically one of the more like pioneer individuals in the tattoo world, and I don't think that you know I don't think he's still around, to be honest. But I do know that his name became so big that, I mean, you would see his like cologne in the stores, like clothing line, all sorts of other products aside from his art. So Ed Hardy, was actually one of the very few foreigners that was allowed to see the skin collection, and this was back in 1983. Now, by then, the Dr. Masaichi had already passed, so Edward was actually invited by his son to check out the collection. So he was able to see over 3,000 photos, and at that time there were over 100 tattooed skins and recorded notes. So it's pretty interesting. I'm sure I may include a few pictures that I was able to find online. But like I said, it is pretty graphic stuff, so I may have to see how I share that. I don't want to get I don't want to get stigmatized or blocked or take have my videos taken down. Um, we may actually share some stuff on TikTok as well. If you do follow us on social media, we have been sharing shorter episodes on TikTok as well. And we may continue to do that just because, not everyone has 20 minutes to sit down and listen to an episode. So these shorter ones are a lot, they're fun and they get to the point. Now, I want to know, what do you all think about this kind of collection? Is it, interesting to you all? Is it, pretty far out there? Gross. I'm sure some of you might think that. And would you donate your skin to science? I personally think that any art is beautiful. I've seen some amazing tattooed work, like I said, from different artists, some, very unique techniques that they have evolved over the years. So it's just me. I think that if you are giving permission for your skin to be showcased in that way, then kind of what's the harm, right? But again, to each their own. But let me know in the comments and remember to follow us on social media for more bonus content and topic polls. We do, upload polls on Instagram to have you all pick between certain topics, see what you guys want us to talk about. And of course, as always, thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of your day.